Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I just wanted to pop in real quick about this comment that Miss Wanda made on Saturday night's episode, season 4, episode 6, called Wanda Have a Kiki. Now, this is the comment that she made to Kiki, and it said, never trust anyone that buys shoes that don't come in a box. And honey, Carlos King just thought that comment was so iconic and original, but I whoop again, honey, because Latisha's friend comes out and claims that she is the one that gave Miss Wanda that comment. So take a listen, and as always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comment section of this video. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.
My mom made a statement about, what was it? Don't mess with no one who can't buy shoes or don't buy shoes in the box. And y'all saw the look on my face. I was confused like everybody else when she made that statement. But my homegirl hit me up. You know, my homegirl April, who's on the show, the one who said we make money, not mess. Yeah, so she hit me up and she tried to break it down to me. And I was like, girl, listen, you're gonna have to come live with me to break it down to the audience, because nobody knew what she was saying, not even me. So you said you understood it. I never heard it before, so it was like the first for me. Oh no, I'm not throwing my mom. I never throw my mom under the bus. First of all, I'm always gonna have my mom back. I was just trying to make sure y'all understood the statement that she was making, because I didn't get it either. And I've been getting a lot of messages about it. So
I hear Wanda use my line last night, and you were saying people were asking what it meant.
Girl, they're like, what does she mean by don't mess with ladies, whatever, that don't buy shoes that come in a box? I'm like, oh, y'all DMing me. Y'all need to be calling my mama and sending her this message. I didn't say it. And so my homie April, the main chick, who be like, listen, we make money, not mess.
Get back.
So I had to bring you on so you can explain to the people. Because I don't know if it's a Birmingham thing, but some people on here, they're like, we heard it before. I was like, okay, this is my first time hearing it, but
I didn't get that from Birmingham. I think I got that from Dallas, but you know,
it's a Texas. Where's the down south thing?
Yeah, maybe it's a southern thing, because my grandma used to say that I don't argue with women who wear raggedy shoes, or something she used to say when I was a little kid. But what happened was, when me and your mom was talking about it, this girl, you remember the girl that sent me the picture of her, and her shoes were like horrible. And you know how I am about shoes. I'm always like trying to buy shoes, you know that. And so I had told your mom, the girl was trying to like kind of start with me, and I said, girl, I don't argue with chicks whose shoes don't come in boxes. You know those little cheap shoes that be having a little thing in between it. And so that's where I got that from. I'm in Texas. I never heard of that. Well, I'm from Texas too, and I've been there all my life, so I think that's where I got it from. I mean, I ain't been nowhere else to get it from. But yeah, so that's where they came from. You know, when people be trying to come at you and say stuff, and I just don't be, you know, I don't like people with dirty shoes, and I don't like people with raggedy shoes, and that's just where it came from.
So, because people was like, oh, you said like, oh, I can't buy my shoes from Ross, I can't buy my shoes from TJ Maxx. I'm like, listen.
And that's right. I just ain't finna argue with them. It ain't nothing against them. I just don't argue with folks. Like, we're not finna argue.
It's pretty much, don't buy shoes, or don't argue with girls who can't buy shoes that come in a box. Is it because like, oh, you can't afford no real shoes, so? Or
no, just we don't want to argue them, because we all need to be worried about making our money. You know, I don't worry about making mess, honey. I worry about my money. So if you still buy shoes that don't come in the box, we got other stuff to worry about. We don't even have time to worry about that. We got other stuff to worry about. We got bigger goals than to argue about that. And that's just how I felt. And that's how that girl was in my box that day, sending me pictures of her like I was supposed to be, you know, impressed. And I was like, I just don't argue with this. So that was it. It was just really something funny. I didn't know your mom was going to repeat it. It was funny that day, but I don't know the context, because, you know, I didn't see the show because we're out of town, so I hadn't seen it. So I don't know the context in which your mom used it. But when I used it talking to your mom, and your mom was like talking about arguing with the young lady and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, girl, I don't even argue. But you know, I'm not an arguing person. So I was like, I don't even argue with girls like that, because she didn't even have nothing. She couldn't walk in my shoes, literally. And that girl was, she couldn't. Like, our shoes weren't the same. So there was no point of us arguing. I'm like, girl, you can't do that. We don't do that. You know, and I don't argue with nobody, though.
Well,
so, I mean,
I know you was like, oh, I know what she's talking about. So when she said it to me, because I was calling you and asked you about it, you like, girl, your mama said that on the show. And I was like, yes. So I just had to hit you
because
up.
Your mom actually, you know how your mama is. You know, she take care of me like I'm one of her children.
Right.
And that day, your mom showed up at my house. I was mad because the lady jumped in my inbox about something that had nothing, sending me pictures of her.
Speech at the end of the day. It's just a figure of speech.
Yeah, it wasn't even that deep. The girl had jumped in my inbox talking about she was this and she was that. And I said, congratulations. Remember, I told you, I was like, congratulations. I'm happy you, or whoever you are.
You don't have to go through all that. You don't have to. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know what she was talking about. So I just said, girl, I don't argue. You can't walk in my shoes. Literally, I don't argue with girls whose shoes don't come in the box. I said that, and your mom heard me. So your mama was laughing. Your mama wouldn't stop laughing at it, which was the funny part.
It's
like,
funny.
Your mama just kept laughing.
Yes. I just want to try to clear it up for the fans of the show, because they was asking me about it. I'm like, I didn't say it. So, and I never heard it before, so I just wanted to like clear it up. But thank you.
Yeah, it was just, you know how like you try to get back to people. Like, you know, it wasn't that deep. I think people take sometimes things you say and it's just funny stuff, and you know, we just be playing around. You know how me and your mama are. We joke around, we play around. So it was just kind of funny. Yeah, it was funny. But I ain't arguing with nobody anyway.
I am going to go on record saying this about Miss Wanda. So listen to me and listen to me now. As someone who has been producing reality TV for 15 years, I am going to go on record and say Miss Wanda is the most iconic reality mother in the history of reality television. Miss Wanda has dethroned Mama Joyce from the Atlanta Housewives. Period. And y'all know I love Mama Joyce. However.org. After last night's episode, Miss Wanda officially is the best reality star mother in the history of reality TV. She has surpassed Mama Joyce. Period. Because at the end of the day, Miss Wanda last night solidified it for me. So if y'all agree with me, let me know in the comments. If y'all disagree with me, let me know why in the comments. It's all good. These are my two these are my two eyes who are gonna watch the comments. Baby, I in the words of Nene Leakes, I said what I said. Miss Wanda, after I thought shake a bone and get the hell on, I didn't think Miss Wanda could top that. Miss Wanda last night made a comment that said, don't trust anybody who doesn't buy shoes that comes in a box. Honey, I have never heard that in my life. And I am from Detroit, and my family bloodline is from Georgia, the Deep South. I have never heard anything like that in my entire existence on this place called Earth. Okay? Don't trust anybody who doesn't buy shoes that comes in a box. So, let me break it. Let me ask y'all this. Have y'all, number one, heard of that? Because I'm from Detroit. And 90% of people from Detroit, they migrated from the South. I never heard that. So if you heard it, write it in the comments, let me know. And if you have heard it, let me know what you think the definition is. Okay, so this is what I think the definition is. So, when you buy shoes, oftentimes your shoes come in a box. I can't believe I gotta break this down to folks. Okay, so in some stores, the higher end stores, well, child, Payless is Payless still open? I think Payless is closed. Is Payless closed? Okay. Sometimes in Payless, you have shoes that came in a box. But, okay, so I'm assuming that people who are able to buy shoes that comes in a box, you are of a higher quality of a person and you live a certain tax bracket. So when you buy shoes that don't come in a box, that usually means they're off the racks. So sometimes when you go shopping, there's shoes that are displayed on the rack, and oftentimes those shoes are discounted. They're called a clearance rack, okay? So when you buy shoes that don't come in a box, they're cheaper than I can't believe I had to break this down. Okay, when you buy shoes that do not come in a box and you buy shoes that are off the rack, oftentimes those shoes are cheaper than shoes that comes in a box. So there is this hierarchy of class. I'm assuming when you are at a certain tax bracket, you can afford shoes that comes in a box. So for example, on Love and Marriage DC, I was in Monique Samuel's closet and all of Monique Samuel's shoes are in a box. So that lets you know, child, Monique Samuel's on Love and Marriage DC, all her shoes are in a box. And we all know that Monique Samuels is rich. Okay, so I'm assuming if you have shoes that do not come in a box, that means you don't live a certain lifestyle. So I think in Miss Wanda's mind, those who are sneaky, people who are sneaky are buying shoes off the racks. Now that's what, I think that's what she meant. That's what she meant. So I think Monique is in the comments. So Monique, I need to know that, do you buy shoes that do not come in a box? Let me know, Monique, because all the shoes I've seen Monique in her closet, they all are in a box. Monique said, my shoes be boxed up, child, but there was time those joints were off the rack. No, Monique, we ain't talking about the past, honey. We're talking about the present. Presently, all your shoes, honey, that I've seen in your house are in boxes. Okay, so I rest my case. So what I'm gonna have to do, this is what we're gonna do. On the Nightcap with Carlos King, that debuts Saturday, May 14th, I am going to have Miss Wanda break down her vocabulary and her meanings, because you know how there's a dictionary called the Webster Dictionary? We need to have Wanda's dictionary. So instead of Webster, we're gonna have Wanda. And what we're gonna do is break down Miss Wanda's definition of folks. Okay? That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. So, look, I think that's what it means. Do y'all agree with me that that's what she meant? If not, let me know in the comments. If you heard it before, let me know. Because I think that's what we need to know.